Last time on Korea Prologue.
I finally have my legit official itinerary. Yeah.
Hi everyone, it's been a while. How you guys doing? I'm here to give you an update on my Korea endeavors. Currently, I am packing for Korea. Yay! And at the time of this recording, it will be about a week and a day till my flight takes off for Korea. So, as I'm kind of panicking packing at the moment, I'm currently, I guess, winding down on my packing, and I wanted to share with you guys on what I'm packing, what I'm taking with me. Even though I've never been on a trip this long or this far, this is just through some research that I've done through other YouTubers who are expats and other blogs and stuff like that. So this is kind of what I picked up and what I have running in my suitcase now. The first thing that I want to start off with is your medicine. If you're taking any prescribed medicines, be sure that you have enough that'll last you about 2 to 3 months, if anything, until they get your insurance card. If where you're working at Korea is providing for your health care, go ahead and get enough for that. It might cost you a little bit more, but it'll be worth it in the end, provided if you need those medicines prescriptions. But it all depends on who you're working for, because some recruiters or agencies won't even hire you if you're taking any kind of prescription. So be sure that it's not going to be a problem for you. Oh, multivitamins. I was told by someone who is already in Korea that they aren't really big on multivitamins. Nonetheless, go ahead and get you some multivitamins. Should you take some, if that's your preference, go ahead and bring those, because apparently they're not so big on multivitamins. Oh, be prepared for your common cold medicine or your favorite remedies that you like to use or bring. If you don't like medicine, then that's your call. I'm just saying, if you do take cold medicine, should you get sick, go ahead and bring a good amount of those so that you won't be panicking looking around in Korea for it, in case you don't know how to recognize it or the medicines aren't the same over there. Also bring any other kinds of medicines or antibiotics that you'll need. Also be sure to bring a first aid kit in case you do, scratch yourself, hurt yourself. That's not so severe that you have to go to the hospital, but you can go in your room, can quickly heal yourself and take care of whatever your boo-boo is and go on with life. Okay, next thing is your soap and body wash. Once again, I'm speaking on this from this perspective because I've never gone, and I'm only speaking on what I've researched. And apparently, soap is not. I don't think it's going to be a real issue, but if you're very particular, go ahead and bring your favorite soaps and body wash. If you use a scrub, go ahead and use that. Make sure bring your washcloths and all that. I'm also remembering that they do not use. I remember that their towels are not as big as, I guess, the American towels. So you might want to go ahead and bring yourself some new towels. I know I went ahead and did my own shopping and got some fresh new towels. I kind of wish I went to a hotel and got some of their towels, because I love hotel towels. They just feel good. Don't ask why. Next, males, we have to be well groomed, trimmed, everything. So be sure to bring your razors for your face, because apparently that's a bad look. So if you have an electric, if you have a manual, do whatever you do. If you have to shave, if you have a goatee, beard, whatever, go ahead and bring that along with you, because you'll need to keep yourself well kept as you're teaching, and as it will be part of their policies, I believe. So go ahead and bring that. Next, actually, I thought this was pretty cool. My Korean pastor actually gave me one of his Korean Bibles. I know that I'm still looking for a church over there when I get to Korea, so he gave me one of his Korean Bibles, and it also has English on the side, so I can follow along with it as the service is going on. So I'm still looking for a church over there now, but I thought that was really cool that my Korean pastor gave me one of his Bibles. I get excited over a Bible than I do a video game. It's just the way I am. Give me a Bible, I'll probably run laps. Give me a game, depending on which one it is, I'll just walk around with a smile on my face. Be sure to bring a Korean phrase book and dictionary, because you'll need that as you'll start to navigate Korea and all that. You'll start to see signs, especially when you're getting off the plane, I would imagine. You'll need to learn certain vocabulary. I can't tell you what to start with first. If you're just beginning, I would say start with their alphabet. But if you're already well into it, make sure that you can speak it and hear Hangul well. So that when you do have to ask a question, you can go ahead and ask it fluently. Excuse me, and with confidence. Let's see. Sunscreen. I kind of work outside already, so I don't use sunscreen. Don't ask. My skin's already dry. And it's already burnt beyond belief. Like I'm 2-tone, probably 5-tone, depending on where you're looking at. But yeah, sunscreen, if you desire to bring sunscreen, go right ahead and bring that. If you're very picky about your brand, go ahead and bring your favorite brand from your store, because you don't know, or if you know someone already there, you can ask them if your brand that you use is there. Otherwise, just err on the side that it's not going to be there, and go ahead and bring your own, so that when you get there, if you see it there, great. So next time, you know not to bring it next time, to take up more of the suitcase room. Let's see, next thing is toothpaste. Bring lots of toothpaste. I brought enough that should last me a year. Before this time period right now, I used to live by myself, and I pretty much could gauge how much toothpaste I would use in a year, toilet paper I would use in a year, paper towels, etc., food I would eat. So I would say I just bought enough toothpaste that should last me a year. I'm hearing that they don't have fluoride in their toothpaste, so you might want to consider buying your toothpaste from here, assuming you're in America or somewhere that has toothpaste with fluoride in it. You might want to go ahead and bring enough that should last you a good year. Otherwise, your teeth, you might just start to lose your teeth. That's not a good sign or a good thing, because we need to understand you. Next thing, you want to, this is just optional. I know that I use this, but if you use like a special face cleaner, try and kill your bumps, keep your appearance nice and neat, go ahead and bring enough of that. That should last you hopefully for a year. I'm speaking on this assuming that you're going to be under a year contract, or you could be there longer, but at the minimum a year. So bring enough that should last you for that duration. I don't know what kind of face cleanser they have over there. The kind of face cleaner that I use, I did not get, so I'll need to possibly go to the store and look for it, or see what they have over in Korea when I get there. See, bed sheets. Bring some bed sheets. I'm hearing that the beds are twin size, but I guess the American twin size aren't fitting on the ones over there, so they might be dormitory size. But I went ahead and got a full size sheets for my bed. I just got 2 pairs of sheets, for your bed and for the pillows. Yes, the pillows. I believe that the comforter for me will be provided and the pillow will be provided. But once again, check with who you're going through and see how much of the housing that they have, what you will need to bring and what you don't need to bring, so that you don't over encumber yourself. Be sure to bring adapters and converters. I went to my local computer store and managed to find me some adapters for some of my plugs, so that they could fit in my converters that I'll need to bring with me. Over here, or here in the US, we use about 120 volts, but I believe in in continents like Asia and Europe, they use about 220 volts. So you need a converter. So be sure that you go out to the store or to your computer store, whatever your preference is. I went to a micro center. Radio Shack may have some. Best Buy may have some. Target may have some. Walmart may have some. I can't imagine them having any, but I could be proven wrong. And other computer stores that I can't think of right now. Maybe your independent computer store may have some. Just go ahead and give it a check and see if they have it, and you should be good to go when you get to Korea. Yeah, this is typical. Bring your laptop, bring your tablet, whichever one you have. If you have a laptop, that's great, so that you can work directly from it. There is a chance that where you're going, they may give you a computer to work from, but it may not be your cup of tea. So you can bring your laptop, and hopefully you can do the same work that you could do on the laptop that your school would be giving you, or whoever you're working for is giving you. If anything, that computer that they give you could be your spare, but your call on that one. Also, for a guy like me that has dreads, go ahead and bring some hair supplies, because I will be looking for someone to do my hair when I get there, because by the time I get there, it'll be about 1 month to go until my hair needs to be redone. And once again, you want to keep yourself maintained pretty much. So go ahead and bring some hair supplies in case you can't find any in Korea as quickly as you would like to. That will definitely save yourself when the time comes. Also, earlier I talked about Earlier I slightly talked about the weight of your suitcases. Once again, I'm just speaking from my perspective. This may apply to you, this may not apply for you, but this is just a general warning or a disclaimer letting you know. My airlines require that my suitcases be below 50 pounds. If I go above 50 pounds, I will have to pay $100. I repeat, I will have to pay $100 for the overweight limit. So if you go above 50 pounds, you can go all the way up to 70. My own 2 cents, you might as well go all the way up to 70, but don't break 70 or else that suitcase will not be allowed on the plane. Also, if it's oversized, once again, I do not have those measurements memorized, so check with your airline that you are flying with and see what their guidelines are. I am flying American Airlines connecting to Korean Air. I hopefully will be filming my flights when that time comes. Yeah, and I get to bring 2 suitcases. So my 2 suitcases can be below 50 pounds. It's free, as long as they're below 50 pounds. But if they are above 50 pounds, I will be paying $100 per suitcase that is over 50 pounds. So that's a good $200. Nobody wants to give away money, so let's try when you're packing. Also, your clothes, make sure, depending on how you want to do this, I know some people who are sending their clothes via FedEx, or sorry, I shouldn't say FedEx, but I guess via mail. So they have someone who is mailing their clothes that is already packed for that particular season. So when it comes, it's all ready to go. So they're not going to be carrying so much items. They're not going to be carrying so many items when they are traveling. So that's one way of looking at it. The other way is to minimize what you bring down to the very brim. That's what I'm doing. I'm kind of using the space bags, and I'm kind of giving that a shot. I know that most of my clothes, well, most of my belongings are in a local storage, so hopefully I can come back and grab them should I come back and then head right back over. So hopefully things work out like that. But anyways, I'm using a space bag, and that's my thought process on this is that it would shrink the amount of space that I'm using in my suitcase, and then the rest of the items can just fit right on in. But I know that with that, the consequence is that I will be carrying more weight. So it's your call on that. That's just one of many ways that I find people are packing. But I'm also keeping in mind that I will be going to a foreign country, so I will also be picking up souvenirs and more clothing should my clothes be destroyed or ripped or unwearable anymore. So just keep that in mind, that you may be bringing back stuff, maybe a whole lot that you didn't expect. And also, should you be bringing back more stuff that you can't fit in your suitcase, be prepared to send those items back via mail so that you can actually keep those items. I'm sure you didn't buy them just to buy them. You would like them to stick around for a little bit. Go ahead and be prepared to mail those back and pay the fees that come with international shipping. Go ahead and do your research for that, because I can't tell you that off the top of my head, because you could get something really big or something really small, and something that can't be sent via mail. So it's your call on that one. If you don't know any Korean at all, feel free to take the initiative to learn Korean. It will show that you care about your job. Everything mentioned before were just suggestions that I would pass along to you. I'm not saying that you guys take these suggestions, but if anything, I would hope that you would think above and beyond what I'm thinking, in hopes that you would better pack than I currently am doing right now. And if you have any suggestions for me, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. Also, if you know anyone that is going to Korea, or that's traveling overseas for that matter, feel free to share this video with them. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. If you don't like it, be honest, go ahead and dislike it. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. Hopefully I will be putting out more videos as the time comes for me to depart for Korea from the States. And if you want to send me a message, a private message, go ahead and inbox me. And you guys take care, do what you do, and be safe. And I will see you guys on the next video.